Hello,
Hey, buddy, Shavua Tov.
Shavua Tov.
No. Chaf Gimel?
No, Kuf Dalet, Chaf Dalet.
Oops. Shavua Tov, everybody. Shavua Tov, Walter.
Walter.
How are you? Everybody okay?
Thank God.
Huh?
Thank God.
Good.
Yep. Shavua Tov, honey.
Shavua Tov.
Shavua Tov, Ernie.
Daf Dalet, 24. Person says, "Koinim she'eni nana lecha." You're not going to have any benefit from me. If you don't accept from me a gift for your son, a certain, like a bushel of wheat and 2 barrels of wine. He can undo his own neder. He doesn't have to go to a chacham. If the person says back to him, "Kluma martel b'shul koidi," if the whole point of why you wanted to give my son a gift is for my covet, zeu kvodi. It's my covet that I don't want to accept it. So if he didn't respond, it would have been a neder, money. So ben Yaakov, this is one of those nidorim that are meant to motivate a person who he said is not a neder. That the Chachamim argue with Rabbi Eliezer ben Yaakov and say that even a neder zruzin is a neder. So the Gemara says no. Rabbi Eliezer ben Yaakov, Rabbi Eliezer ben Yaakov, Bahai in this case didn't redahavi that it would have been a neder if he didn't say zeu kvoidi. To Amar lei loy kalba ano dimensianim loy lo mesanim noi. I'm not a dog that I have to have benefit from you, and you don't have to benefit from me. So in that case, Rabbi Eliezer ben Yaakov would agree that it would be a neder. Toshma. Amil chaveiroi konim shata nenesli. You're not going to have any benefit from me. If you don't give to my son a gift, Rav Meir Omer ad sheyite, the neder works and it's usher until he gives. The Chachamim Oimrim, it's not a neder. He could be matir the neder. Sheyachal loymar hareini ki'ilu iskabalti. That it's as if I accepted it as a gift. Just the fact that you listen to what I said, it's as if I accepted a gift. That's time. So without that saying, it would have been a neder money. Even if it was Ben Yaakov Nidrei Zuzanav, it would have been one of these motivational adorim, which is not a neder. Again, the Gemara wants to be medayik and lalav rabbanon upligi. So the Chachamim would hold it. He argues Rabbi Eliezer ben Yaakov the Chachamim, and they say it's a neder. Lo the Rabbi Eliezer ben Yaakov. Why didn't it Rabbi? Here also he would agree that it's a neder. Mishum de Amar lei. The one who made the neder will say to the other person, "Lav malka ano, I'm not a king. That I should I benefit you? Vad lam honestly, and you don't. And there was no zeros here. There was no motivation here. Nidrei oinsin and oidens. What is this? He made a neder that I want you to eat by me, and if not, such and such will happen. He got sick, or his child got sick, or the river overflooded. So that's an oinus. It's not a neder. Oh, halavachi. So if it wasn't for those things, neder, it would have been a neder. Again, we ask money. It's one of these motivational nedarim, and it shouldn't be a neder according to him. It is Rabbi Yeser. Who said that the one who was inviting made the neder to the person who was invited? Lo, the zamina adri lemizamna. The one who was invited made a neder against the one who invited him. The Armalei mizamnat lila sudosech the loshen bitnia. You invited me to your meal. Armalei in. Guy said yes. Then the other guy said, neder zalech. Did you make a neder? The nodar. The chalav hu or shechala b'noi. They got sick, or shikva nare el nidra oinsin. So it's in that case that it's a neder oinsin, because it's coming from the person who was invited. It's not the one who made the guy who invited to be mizare is the chaver to come and eat at his house. So that's not considered a nidre zuz. It's a regular neder. So there's only a heter in the neder unless there was some kind of oinus. Toshma. Yosser al kain more than this. Rabbi Eliezer ben Yaakov. You're not going to have enough from me. If you don't come and be my guest, and eat with me hot bread, and he was upset that they were forcing him to come. That's also considered nidre zuzim, which is not a neder. And the Chacham didn't agree that it's not a neder. If the guy was makbid, so it's a real neder. What does it mean? Perhaps even the original examples we gave tonight, and they argue. It's not the way we were mitaretz each time, but rather the Chacham argue that they do argue. So what's the halacha? My havi halacha toshba. To Ravun halacha Rabbi Eliezer ben Yaakov that nidre zuzin are not a neder. Halacha Rabbi Eliezer ben Yaakov. Okay, so we've had a number of we have different types of nedarim. Nidre zuzin, nidre oinsim. Then we had something nidre havoy, which is something that doesn't even have reality. For example, Omar, koinam. You know what? I make a neder if I hadn't seen 2 million people while we were walking on this road. Or in Lora'isi Nachash Kekores Besabat, I didn't see a snake as big as a house. So it's a guzma, it's an exaggeration. He wanted to so that's a neder havoy. I'm not going to eat this loaf of bread if I didn't see 2 million people on the street. Or I
But
saw
why is a person expressing himself this way? Since his neder doesn't work, what is
it's
what's
an
his oven?
exaggeration. Like people say, oh, I saw I saw a Volkswagen the size of California. He makes such a statement in a lashon of a neder. It's not a neder.
Okay.
That's an example of the nidra avoid. Nidra avoid mutarim. You don't even need heter by a chacham. There's no chalois of the neder. However, shvuas havoy asur. If you use a lashon shvua, which is more chomer than a neder, then that shvua takes hold. For example, hechidami shvuas havoy ilema to omar shvua. I take an oath im lora'isi paderachas if I hadn't seen 2 million people. So midim ka omar. He didn't ask for something. We said before, the neder was, if this loaf of bread will be offered to me koinam if I saw 2 million people on the road. But now when he just said shvuah im lora'isi b'derech hazeh, he didn't ask for anything. Omar Abaya do Omar shvuah shira'isi. That means I take a shvuah that I saw 2 million people, and if I hadn't seen, I'm nishba l'sheker. So Omar le Ravim came lama. What kind of chiddush is that? Of course, if you take a shvuah that something happened and it didn't happen, it's a shvuah sheker. What chiddush are you telling me about? We're trying to have an example of that a shvuah that was a lashon neder, like we said before in the Mishnah. Ela Amar Rava ba'omer ye'asru peiros ha'olam alai b'shvuah im lora'isi b'derech hazeh kol hamitzrayim. All fruit in the world should be prohibited to me if I hadn't seen 2 million people on the street. And that shvuah would have a chalois.
Why is that not a guzma?
No, because Ravina says to Ravashi, maybe it's not a guzma. Dilma hai gavra kina deshum shnichaza. Maybe what he saw was a nest of sesame seeds. So we refer to, I saw 2 million sesame seeds. The Asaklon Shma Oil Mitzrayim, he gave it the name of Oil Mitzrayim, V'shabit Mishtaper. And maybe he made a good shvuah. Why do we call that a shvuah savoy? Remember, ein chayavin al shvuah savoy. This would also be a leniency. So the kasha now is, why would you say it's a leniency? Maybe he was actually referring to something, and it should have a chalois. So Omer lei, he mishtaba adaita didan mishtaba. He wasn't referring to a specific incident, like maybe he saw, 2 million worms. Most people, when you say Ka'olam Mitzrayim, it refers to two human beings. It's not a specific incident. So that's why it would be considered a Shvuah Savoy. So tomorrow we're going to learn the Daf at 8 p.m., like normal time. And we're going to start our Navi Shir in 50 minutes. I see Betty is on early, but we start 7:30. But so we'll be back on board at 7:30 for the Navi Shir.
Okay.
Okay, we'll see you.